Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that y'all decided to stop back by. And as you already can see, it is time for some morning motivation. Are y'all ready for the quote for today? Now, y'all, I had to write this quote down. Really, I write all the quotes down just in case I forget what they are. So, I'm gonna have to grab my little notebook and read the quote off to y'all because even though it really stuck with me, I remember, you remember like fragments of something. I want, since it's a quote, I want to get it word for word and I don't want to leave anything out. So I'm going to read it off my notebook paper. But before I get into the quote, I would like to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your clicks. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for all of that, y'all. And if you are a first time viewer, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy the morning quote. I hope that you come back for some more morning motivation tomorrow because I just love doing this for y'all. And it helps me too. It doesn't just, I'm not doing it just for, other people. I'm doing it because I need motivation myself in the morning. I need something to pick me up and keep me pushing throughout the day. So, if you haven't done so already, I'm going to need you to like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, make sure your notifications are set to all so that you don't miss any videos that I upload because I really want y'all to remain a part of my little family and just keep on enjoying the videos. So, at the end of the video, I would like for y'all to leave me a comment about what you think about the quote and what you took away from it because your view of the quote may be different from mine. So let's just get right on into the quote, and it is, okay, y'all, my notebook slid on down. Okay, well, I should have never had it where I had it anyway. Okay, so the quote is change and growth take place when a person has risked himself and dares to become involved with experimenting with his own life. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to read it again, though, y'all. Change and growth take place when a person has risked himself and dares to become involved with experimenting with his own life. Okay. Y'all, that stuck out to me so much because for me, what I took away from that was you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to experience change and growth. Because while it is nice to live in your world of comfort and cushion and everything is familiar, that's the ideal situation. But we can't stay there forever. And that goes back to the quote that I did the other day about standing still and growing slowly. These two quotes kind of coincide with one another. A lot of times in life, we get overwhelmed with certain things. If we have a lot going on, we have one thing that's consistent, and we want to cling to that because that's the thing that we can go back to, and we can kind of like cuddle up with it, and it makes us feel good because we're like, oh, I can go back to this. This is the one consistent thing that I have going on right now, and I know that this is my go-to happy place. But guess what? Then here comes God, and he says, I know you're loving it here, but I got to move you. It's time to move around, boo. I'm about to throw some stuff at you, and I'm going to need you to stand right over here so you can catch all this that I'm throwing at you because I'm about to push you on out of this space. God makes us uncomfortable in order for us to move. Sometimes we're not moving when he wants us to. He can give us all the signs that we need to be, doing something else, and we will act like we don't see them. We're just oblivious. We're acting like, we don't see them. We're being oblivious, intentionally oblivious to the signs. So he comes and he says, I'm about to push you on out of this space because you're not taking heed to the subtleness that I'm giving at you. You're not taking the hints. So now I'm about to, push you on out of the way of this comfort zone right here. This is not for you anymore. It's time for you to do something different. And it's happened to me. So I know it has to be happening to other people as well, because we're all human and we all get in that place of comfort where we just want to crawl up there, crawl up with that place and just stay there. So that's where the change comes in. And without change, you cannot grow. Growth is so important, y'all. It's so important that you experience new things. And the part of the quote where it says, the person who dares to become involved with experimenting in his own life, that is where, the growth is. You have to be willing to take a risk. Life is all about change, and I know sometimes you just don't want to do it. And I know that a lot of us are living in fear and we don't want to take risks. But if you don't take any risks, you won't get anywhere. You have to just, sometimes you just got to step out on faith and be like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm just about to do this because it's time and it needs to happen. So you have to take a risk here and there throughout your journey in life in order to maintain that personal growth. Because if you're not growing, you're what? You're standing still. And if you're standing still, then you can't do anything. Nothing's getting done. So if nothing is getting done, then you become stagnant. And stagnant is not good for anybody. It's not good. We were made to live life and have things abundantly. And, we can't do that if we aren't moving. You have to keep moving forward no matter what comes your way. You have to be willing to experiment with your own life. You have to try different things to see what is going to work for you in your life, or what things are going to work for you in your life. Sometimes the experiments, they fail, and that's okay, because now you know what doesn't work, and you don't do that anymore. You just keep on trying until you find the things that do. And every day you just make those things better. And as long as you continue to do that, you'll be good. But change can't happen if you aren't willing to accept the fact that nothing stays the same. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how banging your body is. I don't care how fine you are in the face. Change happens for everybody. We all go through shit. Nobody is exempt from the bullshit of life that we sometimes see and experience. Nobody's exempt from that. As long as you are walking around and breathing, you're going to go through some shit. People might not always tell you about the shit that they go through, but believe me, every single person walking this planet is either going through something or they have. They have. I don't care how easy their life looks. You don't know what's going on with people behind closed doors. Just because they're not telling you doesn't mean there's not something going on. Because I'm one of those people. I might not always tell somebody when I'm going through something. And my friends, my best friend, she says that's one of my biggest problems is that I keep a lot of stuff to myself and I don't tell people when I'm going through something, because she says you never know how people can help you. But that's just me, y'all. But back to the whole change and growth and experimenting. These are all things that are important for you to thrive in life. You have to know when to roll into the change of life, of your life, because your journey for change is not the next person's journey for change. So be aware of yourself. Be aware of what's going on with you and be aware of your situation so that you know, okay, you know what? It's time for some things to happen here. This is, this is great and everything, but I need to move forward. I need to move on. And sometimes, just because you need to get out of a particular situation and make a different move, it doesn't even mean that that situation was bad. It just means that it's time to move forward so you can experience something new. God has so much in store for us, but we can't experience every blessing He has for us if we aren't willing to remove ourselves from certain situations. So, on that note, I'm going to end the video, but I just want y'all to know that everyone goes through shit. Everybody. Life is hard, and it will kick you in your ass. It will knock you down. It will drag you, but that's going to happen. But the main thing is how many times you get up and keep on trying. You can get knocked down 1,000 times. Get up 1,001. So let me know what y'all think in the comments about the quote. And I'm going to repeat it for y'all one more time. And I got to read it off the paper. And it is, change and growth take place when a person has risked himself and dares to become involved with experimenting with his own life. So let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, make sure your notifications are set to all if you haven't done so already. Oh, and if you already have subscribed to my channel, can you please check and make sure you're subscribed still, because YouTube has been playing around with my subscriber numbers, and other people have been complaining about that too. So could y'all just please check and make sure you're subscribed, and if you're not still subscribed, could you go ahead and resubscribe? I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time out once again, and I hope y'all have an amazing day, an amazing rest of the week if you don't stop back by. But if you do, I'll be doing another one of these for tomorrow. And on that note, I'm out. Bye, y'all. See you in the next video.